In this video, we're going to look at solving a set of simultaneous equations, though using a slightly different method to the elimination method. This is the substitution method. Both methods, elimination and substitution, achieve the same thing in the end. We're going to eliminate one of these variables. So here are the two equations to solve simultaneously. So we need to find a solution, in other words, a value for x and a value for y, such that both of these equations are satisfied simultaneously. It's what's called a simultaneous equation, in fact. So I think the first thing to look at is look at the left-hand side of both of these equations. It's y equals 2x plus 1. In fact, I might just write these down one under the other. And the second equation is y equals 3x minus 3. Now, there is a law in mathematics called the law of transitivity. That means that if sort of a equals b, I might just quickly sort of write that here. If a equals b and, say b equals c, well, what does this imply then between the relationship between a and c? That implies that a must equal c. In other words, the two equations are linked together via this common pronumeral, this common variable b. Now, if you go back to the original two equations, the original equation that we started off with, we have y equals 2x plus 1. We have y equals 3x minus 3. Where's the link? These two. So using substitution then, we could in fact, using either of these two equations, doesn't really matter, we could in fact substitute equation 1 into equation 2 and eliminate the y. So in a sense, it's an elimination method or a type of elimination method where you are eliminating the y variable, but we're eliminating it using the method of substitution. So instead of y equals 3x minus 3, so we're going to use equation number 2 here. Instead of writing the pronumeral y, we know that y equals 2x plus 1 from equation 1. So rather than writing y, I'm going to write 2x plus 1 is equal to the right-hand side, 3x minus 3. Okay. I could substitute out the y, that's gone. Okay, so think of y disappearing, and instead of y equaling 3x minus 3, y also equals 2x plus 1. So why can't I replace the y with 2x plus 1? That's the theory, that's the logic. Now I end up with one equation with one type of pronumeral, just the x, there's no y. So let's solve this, sort of a typical sort of a basic equation, 2 or 3 steps. So we've got 2x minus 3x is equal to negative 3 minus 1, with negative x is equal to negative 4, therefore x is equal to 4. Now we need to solve for y, of course, and we found half the solution. Okay, so we could use either equation then to find the y value. Given that we've now found x equals 4, why don't we just use equation 1 because we can. So y is equal to 2 multiplied by 4 plus 1, and therefore y is equal to 9. Okay, so therefore the solution is x equals 4, y equals 9, or you could write it as a coordinate, in fact, 4, 9. Now, of course, we need to check that solution. So if you take the solution 4, 9, substitute it into both equation 1 and equation 2, left-hand side should equal the right-hand side, and it does. So equation 1, we've already used that to get our solution. Let's just check equation number 2. 3 times 4, okay, that's x value. 3 times 4, 12 minus 3 is 9, and that's our solution there. So we're happy with that. Now, just before I end this video, one thing that I haven't talked about yet is looking at the graphical solution of this. So, in fact, I might just use a graphing calculator just to show you graphically what this looks like. So, sketching both of these equations. In fact, I'll leave the stylus. There we go. Okay, maybe I'll just zoom in there. Okay, so I've already set up the two equations, 2x plus 1 and 3x minus 3. All right, I might just graph those two. There we go. And I'll just resize it to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and 4, 9 should be the point of intersection. So in fact, if we do a solve on that, so intersection, okay, and the calculator automatically finds that for us, and we can see there that the solution, in fact, to this simultaneous equation is the point of intersection between the two lines. You know, the y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals 3x minus 3.